So with Gaijin adding new AA systems, I figured the F-16C should be an aircraft we take a little bit of time to talk about. Real quick before we dive too far into this one, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Only about 6% of my current viewers are subscribed, and it really helps out the channel. Also join the Discord link down below in the description. So the F-16C still features one of the better CAS kits at top tier. You can get up to 6 AGM-65Ds, and then carry an additional 2 GBU-24s. Paveway 3s, which are pretty decent for bombs, and then you also get, your air-to-air missiles. But as far as actually competing with these new AA systems, I'm not sure if the F-16C is up for the task. Hell, I'm not even sure if the F-15E is up for the task. And the reason I say this is pretty simple. As of right now, the Pantsir S1 is already more than capable to intercept things like the AGM-65D, meaning unless you overwhelm its radar systems, which you can technically do, or hit it with a bomb, you're going to be out of luck in terms of actually being able to engage the target successfully. And obviously, we're just getting better radar systems coming to the game with better missiles. So I already find the F-16C to be somewhat struggling in terms of actually being able to kill the targets. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it can't successfully do it. I still think it's one of the best CAS aircraft in the game for a reason. But I do think an update to its arsenal could be something to keep it more relevant. The F-16C is still in active service with the US Air Force and other nations, so it has access to a lot of different sort of weaponries. It could probably see upgraded Mavericks and upgraded bombs capabilities and possibly even different missiles. Now, as far as actually using it with, the new systems coming to the game, I do think multiple F-16s will be able to perform this just fine. I also think once it'll see access to the anti-radiation missiles when we get them, it'll perform even better, being able to use those to target radars, and then using the actual Mavericks to target the launchers. I do think the F-16C can remain relevant in ground RB. I think right now, in the current state of the game, before we see the new AA, it can stay relevant, but, once we see the new AA systems arrive here in the next week or two, I do think we will start to see the F-16C be, less useful than what it is right now. And already, I think it already, struggles. It obviously, it's going to struggle against the KH-38s and KH-29s. It doesn't have, the longer range fire and forget. Now, the Maverick is a good missile. It's just questionable. It doesn't always want to perform perfectly. It'll oftentimes kind of just get hits. And if you want to carry the upgraded Maverick, the G model, you can only carry 2 of them. So that's just going to severely limit your actual capabilities to engage targets. Obviously, you want to take the more. You want to carry 6 over 2 almost any day. And then in terms of actually running, non-Maverick or non-guided missiles, you obviously have your GBUs, GBU-12, GBU-24, and you do get access to a bunch of different JDAM versions. I do think the F-16C, once it gets the harm, it'll be a lot more deadly. It'll be way more potential for it, because to go up against the new AA systems, it's definitely going to need some form of weaponry to let it actually engage the targets successfully. And I think once it gets an upgraded weapon kit, it'll be one of the best, right back up to one of the best, if not possibly even closer to the best. It will never be able to, in my opinion, actually be the best strike aircraft. The F-15E and the F-18 are just going to be able to always carry more ordnance than it, and obviously Russian counterparts carrying way more ordnance than it, but it should be able to be as deadly as the rest of them. It will have very similar weapon kits once it's gets everything fully added, and that's going to obviously be the Maverick, or more Mavericks, possibly better versions, and then the harm, the AGM-88, and then different sort of possibly cruise missiles in the future, as far as I'm aware. But I do think, as of right now, it's just a nice vehicle to run. It has potential. It's still good at what it does. It's definitely something to keep in your lineup for now. It's nothing wrong with it. I do want to know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments, and like I said, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and join the Discord down below in the description, and I'll see you guys in a later video.